The ninth anniversary countdown missions have begun. Grind these tickets now for some free summons. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are going over the 9th anniversary ultimate countdown missions. These are the missions that you can complete over the course of the next 4 weeks leading into the start of Dokkan Battle's 9th anniversary on the 6th of July, where we will be able to collect up 80 tickets to summon on a banner when the anniversary starts. So we're going to go over what you can do to get all of these tickets and be ready for when that banner drops. Now, that banner is this banner right here. It's not the Dokkan Fest banners. That's a separate banner. That'll drop on July 8th for my time, Hawaii time. And for most of the rest of the world, it'll probably drop on July 9th. Now, this banner will drop when the anniversary itself actually kicks off, which is about usually 2 days prior to that 9th anniversary Dokkan Fest banner. So this banner includes a lot of banner units that were released over the last year, right? Up to the Peppy Gals, right? So we've got the 18, the Mamba, the Ammon and Raisin, the Dayton's, the Diaz and Cacao, right? We have the Tien, the Krillin from the World Tournament. We have the AGL Trunks of Mine, Launch, Oceanus, right? Just a lot of banner units that either released or received their EZA within the last year. That's typically how this banner works, right? So, I mean, it's not the greatest in terms of featured. What this banner is really for, right, is collecting up your tickets so you can summon and get yourself a chance at some of the unfeatured units, right? Unfeatured will have banner units all the way up to Super Trunks' banner, which was the Super Saiyan Gohan. So it's going to have a pretty hefty chunk here. On JP, when this banner released, it had all LRs up to LR Triku. Now, typically this banner gets a slight buff on Global when it arrives, in that the featured list sometimes has been updated to include more recent LRs, right? In the year that Future Gohan was the most recent Dokkan Fest, not Dokkan Fest, Yellow Coin LR, he was updated to be included on the list. And so it's possible we could see up to Ribery and unfeatured on the list. I don't know that is, it's not guaranteed, but it's possible. They could also just leave the list as is, since after all, Ribery will be featured on one of the Carnival banners. I think they're featured on the Gamma's banner, and if not, I mean, they are unfeatured in the pool on the Carnival banners for sure. So, I mean, it's still a pretty good chance to pick up some LRs you may have missed, like Super Boo or Bulma, or some of these other banner units. Triku's actually featured, I think, on Gogeta's banner, so, I mean, no worries there. But what it is just free SSRs, really. That's the way I see it. Typically, you can use these units to rainbow or fill in dupes for any units you may already possess if you pull the SSRs. Why is this important? Well, if you end up pulling any of the units featured here or other unfeatured SSRs, and you end up rainbowing them through this banner, once you have them rainbowed, you can then trade in any extra copies you may pull during your anniversary summons for coins, which you can then use to later trade for Dokkan Fests or LRs that you may need, right? For example, if you're missing UI Goku or SSBE Vegeta, right, and you happen to pull a few units to help boost your coin counts with these summons, it's definitely a good deal, right? There's no reason you should pass this up. It's free summons after all. So, well, the question is, what do you got to do to get these? Well, there's two types of missions that'll be released throughout the celebration. There will be basic and advanced missions. The basic missions will reset every week, so make sure you do them every single week, right? And the advanced ones will be lasting the entirety of the period, right? Once the week passes over, you cannot do the basic missions over again. So basic missions 1 will have run from the 31st all the way up to Friday, June 6th. Basic mission 2 will run from the I'm sorry, June 7th. Basic Mission 2 will run from June 7th all the way up to June 14th, 1 week again. Right? And then Basic Mission 3, same thing, from the 14th to the 21st. Basic Mission 4 from the 21st to the 29th. And at that point, we will kick off the anniversary countdown, the 7-day countdown to the start of the anniversary. So definitely make sure that you are doing these each week as they appear. So let's start with the basic mission ones. What do you got to do for this one? Well, this one's actually pretty easy. Clear stage using super attacks 5 times, 10 times, and 15 times. And this will get you 10 tickets right here. The easiest way I say to do this, load up into quest mode stage 1-1, load into right here, the easiest difficulty, since it costs 4 stamina, and you can knock out your 15 times right then, right there, very quickly. It'll take you no time at all, especially with auto mode activated. Turn off your entrance animations, whatever. Load in with your team that is guaranteed to get key, right? You can't be missing any keys, and then you'll clear it quite quickly. You'll have no issues whatsoever doing that, and you just got to do that 15 times. So that's basic mission 1. Once we hit the 7th and it switches over to basic mission 2, you will need to clear a stage up to 15 times without taking any damage. Sometimes this can be difficult. You could run the quest mode stage again, but again, there's always the chance that an attack may pop up before you. If you don't want to waste the stamina, you don't feel like going through this, you could always just do your daily Roshi grind, and as long as you're doing it twice a day, you'll hit it by the time the week is over. But if you don't want to do that, right, you don't want to risk, missing an attack or anything, then my recommendation is to hop on over to the Dokkan Punch Machine. You have 6 stages that can be completed, right? So that's 12 stages, so it would take you 2 days to do this fully, but clear the 6 stages. All you have to do is make sure you clear the stage without taking an attack. You don't even have to win the punching bag event. You just have to beat the stage, right? Because the stage wins no matter what, even if you don't actually deal damage to the punching bag. So literally just load auto mode, run each stage twice. It costs 0 stamina, and in 2 days time you will have the 15 done that you need for basic missions 2, and you will have no damage taken. So easy day there, because the punching bag doesn't attack, right? It's punching bag after all. And then when we move into the 21st on basic mission 3, the 14th, we have these using a support memory 3 times, 5 times, or 10 times. Now, again, since it's only 10 times, this one's quite easy. If you want to knock them all out in the first one, load up your support memory and load into this. If not, again, do your dailies with your Roshi event twice a day, with your power level boost, and you will then have it done in a couple of days' time, but definitely before the week is done, right? Since you only need 10, it'll take you 5 days, so that leaves you 2 days left over. Now, the easiest way to do this in terms of support memory is you need to select a support memory that starts at the beginning of battle, alright? You don't want to select one that isn't going to pop or is going to take a couple of turns, right? Because if you're using the quest mode or if you're using the Roshi event, it needs to start right away. So some of the ones I recommend are the Goku's Family, although that one's a bit expensive. It does cost 200. So that one can be a bit rough. Alright, the Flying Nimbus from the DV Saga is a good one. It starts at the start of battle, and it does only cost 100. If you are doing the Roshi event, this one works real well, Frieza's Fury, and it only costs 70. And it will proc no matter what when you're facing a superclass. And because Roshi is a superclass enemy, if you're doing the Roshi event, it will proc. I don't think it'll proc in the quest mode stage, because I think the first boss of that isn't a... I don't think it's a... Can we actually pull this up? Yeah. Oh, no, it is Mr. Satan. Oh, but he's not superclass technically, so he is just a regular tech type. So it actually might not work with him, so... Yeah, you just want to try this one. If not, a few of the other good ones are just basically anything that starts at the start of battle when you load in, right? So this Namek Saga one, although again that's 200. The Goku's family, Gohan's tears. Where's some other good ones here? Right, these ones, the Farewell Goku or the Movie Heroes one. Oh, that's all the way down here. Movie Heroes is green, right? Yeah, here we go. This one here, right? Kakarot from the Red Zone. These all start at the start of battle. So these are all good ones. They cost 200. I mean, you could use any of your Baba points to pick them up. The point is just make sure you use one that kicks off at the start of battle, so it will proc the moment you load in. Moving on to the next set of events, right? And on the 21st, the final set of events, the basic 4-stage, clear stage within 2 minutes, 5 times, 15 times. Again, Roshi event will clear this, although 7 days, that's only 14 times. You will still have to do another stage, so for this one, again, it comes back to stage 1-1. It's the easiest way to clear the missions. It's a bit tedious, but if you want to make sure you're clearing them and not missing a single ticket, then you want to make sure you do this. And by completing each of the basic tickets, right, you're going to get, or the basic missions for each week, you're going to get quite a bit of tickets, right? For week 1, you're going to get 10 tickets. Week 2, you're going to get another 10 tickets. So that's 20 tickets right there. Week 3, 30 tickets. Week 4, 40 tickets. So that's 40 tickets for completing each of these. And each of the multis is, I think, 5 tickets for a multi. So this is a pretty good deal. Moving on, or was it 5? Let's take a look. Actually, I want to make sure I'm giving right information here. Oh, no, it's 7, right? So 7 tickets for a multi. So 7, you know, you're going to have a couple tickets left over. But that's okay. We'll go over why that's not a big deal here in a second. So 40 tickets there, and then you'll get the other 40 from these missions right here. You get 8 for Z Awakening 8 characters. Now, this is a bit difficult. Because, I mean, if you're somebody who's playing the game for a while, you probably don't have many to Z Awaken, right? This is not Extreme Z Awaken, this is Z Awaken. If you've been playing for a while, this one could be difficult. However, you know, if you're new, you've still probably got plenty of characters to awaken. Just Z Awaken them and go about your business. For those of you that have been playing for a while, well, we're in luck because the Team Bardock growth campaign just kicked off, and by completing missions within this stage and these growth missions, it actually just hands you free copies of the Bardock squad. So, I mean, spend a couple resources and just Z Awaken these guys real quick, and then boom, you've got your Z Awaken mission done. It's less tedious than any of the other choices, right? Because you don't have to grind anything out. So we're actually kind of fortunate on Global that this is what's happening right now. The next mission is to use 80 support items. When you're doing your grind on stage 1-1, just pop an energy drink item or a sensu bean item or something when you load into battle each time, and then boom, you've got it done, right? Over the course, it doesn't have to be done all right away. So if you're doing this every time you load into this battle over the course of the 4 weeks, then boom, you will have your 80 times in no time. So again, just use the support item 80 times. If you happen to be running any missions for, you know, say Kid Buu, if you still haven't done any of those missions, you're trying to beat those stages, any Red Zone stages, any Fighting Legend stages, right? We're going to be getting the Fighting Legend Frieza soon. Any SBRs that are dropping, right? If you're going to use items during those will count towards this total as well. Up next is the 800 stamina. This one is going to take a while. For this one, I don't necessarily recommend doing this, because if you were just relying on that 4, it's going to take forever. I assume at some point during this month, you will spend some time link leveling. So just load into, right, any of your link leveling stages, right? If you're doing your single day with your boost, the strongest in the universe, since that's the highest boosted stage right now, if you're doing that stage, or your regular training, level 4 here, 30, what is this? Yeah. 31-4, right? You could be doing that one. Whichever one you're doing, 25 stamina. You'll have that done pretty quickly in a couple of days. So just make sure you don't miss out on your link level grind, because that'll be the easiest way to clear up this 800 stamina. And of course, clearing any stage 80 times. By doing any and all of the missions here, eventually you will hit that 80 stages. So that's actually no problem at all. It takes no effort to get all of that done. And then finally, log in for 25 days total. This is from speaking with people over the course of the last couple of years doing these ticket videos. This seems to be the hardest one for people, even though it's just logging in. I get it. You know, people got life, you got things going on. Sometimes you miss a day. Just try your best not to miss your day for 25 days. That's pretty much from now until the kickoff of the 7-day countdown. This will get you your 25 now. The advanced missions last all the way until the 29th, so you don't have to be perfect on it, right? You have about a 4-day window if you were starting from today, so it's all right. You don't have to get every single day, but as long as you get 25 days, you're good during that time period. And then you'll have yourself 80 tickets to summon on this banner here, right? And again, like I said, it's a pretty good deal. It's free SSRs if you manage to pick some up, or possibly even a free LR. So guys, that is it for the video. That is how to get all of the tickets for the 9th anniversary Dokkan, not Dokkan Fest, the 9th anniversary LR banner, right? This is your chance for some free LRs. You're gonna want to make sure you do this. So strap on in and let's get it done as we get hyped for the 9th anniversary here in just about 4 weeks. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, who are you hoping to pull for this banner? I got a few units I could still use personally if I could pick up a few free copies of Mamba and 18, because I didn't summon on the Peppy Gals banner, so I really like them. So I'm definitely after them. But let us know who you're after on this banner. Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.